It's my final day in Jindabyne, and I'm off to get a taste of the wild side of the Snowy Mountains. I'll be getting up close and personal with some of the wild brumbies that inhabit the area. And now for some, wild brumbies is a controversial topic, largely because of the environmental damage they cause. People are divided as to what to do, but for the couple I'm about to meet, the wild brumbie is a part of our history, and they believe there is a place for them in landscape. Justin and Delia have invited me to spend a day with them on their little piece of mountain paradise.
Justin.
Hi Ernie, how are you? Welcome to Snowy Wilderness, mate.
Thank you so
You're
much.
a little bit late.
A little bit late.
Yeah, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, same here, mate. Better late than never.
Absolutely.
Well, let's do it then.
Let's do it.
That's nice.
It's the best coffee in the Snowy Mountains.
No argument here. Snowy River riding, eh?
Oh, yeah. Left here one day at 10 o'clock from the woolshed.
Yeah.
And I was on the Snowy River by 3 o'clock on my horse. No
How far's
problem.
that?
It's quite a ways and it's very steep. Very, very steep riding. Yeah.
Is there a special type of horse you need in this environment?
A very fit horse.
Yeah.
But we've got a variety of horses. We've got some brumbies that we've caught and trained as riding horses. They're really good. But we've got thoroughbreds, we've got quarter horses, we've got Arabs, standard breds. We've got a lot of standard breds now, so.
The Snowy River region prides itself on the stock ponies, the mountain ponies.
Yeah. Well, you have the Snowy Mountains Brumby.
Because the Whaler is the horse that they used in the war, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it's the Whaler, and you can actually DNA the Whaler now. It's actually recognised as a breed of Brumby.
Yeah.
And they're special people that breed Whalers, purebred Whaler.
How do you put up with this?
I don't do much riding.
No?
So I'm usually a backup person with rides and things. I help feed, and we do a lot of camp-out rides. So I go there in the four-wheel drive with everybody's gear and all the food, and because Justin loves to cook, so.
The rides would be like a couple of days or something.
Yeah, we do anything from a 2-day to a 7-day ride, and we camp out. We've got 3 campsites dotted throughout the property. One very high up in our high acres, which is the same altitude as Thredbo Ski Village, and then we've got one down really low at Reedy Creek, which is around about 600 metres altitude as opposed to 1,400 metres. And then we've got one close here, which we're about 900 metres altitude here. We get those same scenes here, rolling mountains, rolling hills, and we've got it all. We've actually not only just got the rolling, mountains and stuff, but you can also see what we call the main range mountains, which is Mount Kosciuszko and the Ram's Head and Mount Twynham. You can see all that from Snowy Wilderness up in our high acres.
Are you local?
Not really. I've only been here about 18 years. I think you've got to be here for about 3 generations before you become a local, so to speak.
Your grandparents have to be in the cemetery.
Stubborn up, yeah. It's stubborn like that, isn't it?
So we're what they call newscomers.
Oh, newscomers. So if you're a new chum, originally where are you from then?
We're both originally from Adelaide. And
Really?
Then, yeah. And then,
Go away. Crow eaters up in the top here.
that's it, yeah. Crow
Except we
eaters.
don't barrack for the crows.
We go for Port Power.
Yeah, there's a rivalry between that
That's
side of
it.
it, just one or the other.
Yeah.
So why was the move from Adelaide to the Snowies?
Well, we've always snow skied, and then we moved to Sydney back in the early 80s, and we started snow skiing in the New South Wales region, and we decided to, get a house down on the lake at Jindabyne. We've always liked our water as well as the mountains, so that's where we actually live. And about 4 years after that, which is about 14 years ago, we also acquired Snowy Wilderness, which is 7,500 acres, which is quite a huge property for the Snowy Mountains.
Listening to you talk, you would not have guessed that you're a city boy by origin.
Well,
Where
yeah.
did this stubbornness come in?
You can be stubborn in the city too.
No, but that sort of attitude, I mean, I'm listening to the way you talk, sort of like you've been up around this area 20 plus or 30 plus.
Yeah.
You know, we came up here as a young fella 30
Yeah.
years ago. There's a certain attitude when you live in the mountains. There's a certain expression. And you're getting onto that more. I wouldn't have picked you as a town boy.
I've always been involved one way or the other, either through friends or even my brother had a property in Balranald. But even in Adelaide, we had family friends who had a farm at Gumaraka, and that's where I learnt to ride when I was 6 or 7 years old.
That all fair and well. Why did you drag the city girl up in the bush?
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd have to ask Delia that, but
The truth.
we've been married for 43 years, so she's, you know, we do everything together.
Yeah. We do
Did
it
you
together.
really want to leave the city?
Yep. Just
She was only 18 when we got married,
Hobbled her.
so I was 24, and we've been married ever since.
Yeah.
Well, 43 is it now, or 44?
God, if he's
it's 42, I think.
There you
No,
go.
it's
We're starting
43.
arguing about this, about anniversary. This is the trouble where you never remember the dates of all of the good things, and they all got it in the back of their head, and you forget.
Oh, 8th of March, I'm pretty good.
Oh,
It's not the 8th of March.
My wife, you know, we've been married now for 43 years and maybe known each other 48. Well, you know, I guess I'm the one out the front and doing all the, you know, all the ideas and stuff like this. But she's been the steadying rock alongside the erratic, you know, ship, so to speak, because I could have been all over the ocean. But you know, she's a very steady person and a very calm, cool, collected person, and you know, a person I can always talk to. And we do make decisions together, but you know, it would be sometimes I've already got my mind made up, and but there again, she can be quite stubborn and get me to change my mind as well. But it's a good partnership, and that's why we've not only been married for 43 years, but, you know, pretty much most of our businesses that we've had from time to time, we've all been together in those businesses.
talking about getting out of the cold all the time.
Yeah, let's go and do it. Got a long way to go.
Well, what are we doing waiting here then?
Oh, we better
I'm
get
waiting
going.
for you,
Come on, I'm
mate.
going to put my Cooper on and we're out of here. Come on,
Let's do it.
let's go and get those horses saddled up, Ernie. Well, the snowy wilderness was really, you know, the fact that we just wanted a few acres, have a couple of horses and a picnic spot. But it turned out we ended up with 7,500 acres, and when we got that amount, we thought, well, you know, we will set it up as a sanctuary for our wild horse, the Brumby. The Brumby's special to me, first of all, because, you know, I got brought up loving horses and ridden horses for a fair bit of my life, but the Brumby especially, there was an occasion, I think it was like 22, 23, 21 years ago, something like that. They had that awful thing up in Guy Fawkes National Park where they shot Brumbies, aerial shot Brumbies from helicopters, and they shot about 600 of them. Most of them took 3, 4, 5 days to die. That absolutely traumatised me. And even though it was a long time ago, I always had it in the back of my mind that if I ever was in a position to do something for the Brumbies, I would. Well, we've got 2 Snowy Mountains Brumbies here. This one here is Tin Mine. The boys found him up at Tin Mine Hut in a snow blizzard in a whiteout. He'd lost his mum. So they put a rope on him and brought him all the way back here to Snowy Wilderness, and he just came in and out with the riding horses. And one day a guy we have working for us, Mick, he threw a saddle on him and off they went. This one is, we call her Little Banjo. The girls grabbed her mum off a truck. The parks had got them out of the park and they were taking them to the to the abattoir. And we took her mum off the truck, brought her mum out here. We didn't know she was in foal, and she ended up having this beautiful little filly here.
So what are you riding today?
I'm going to ride Big Banjo.
What do you got for me?
We got a horse called Dingo, believe it or not, Ernie.
You're setting me up, mate.
No, he's deaf, fair dinkum. He's called Dingo. Brushing him down for you, and he'll
Take the girth strap off.
Yeah, we only caught him in the bush maybe 3 days ago. I can't help that. His name's Dingo.
The
okay?
horse's name is Dingo.
Horse's name is Dingo. Now, do you want to shake his hoof or what?
No, do I have to?
It's part of the deal. You got to get down and shake
G'day,
his hoof.
mate.
Okay, so that's Dingo. Meet Ernie. Ernie, meet Dingo.
G'day, mate. Oh, yes, you are right. It's not only on the saddle cloth, it's on his bridle as
He's
well.
Dingo. His name's Dingo.
Good.
Ernie's been Ernie. You know, I was a big fan of Ernie's back in the 80s. Meeting him personally for the first time today, it's his knowledge, things that you don't pick up on in normal life, and you know, the fact that what does the word akubra mean? Aboriginal Indigenous tribe up in Kempsey, it means headwear. Also, he's familiar with a lot of places that I'm familiar with. For example, his daughter Wills lives out there near Merrijig. That's where I went to school in the Victorian Mountains.
I'm ready.
So you okay? Now, you're going to be all right for 7 days doing this?
See you in a month.
All right.
A slow dawdle to start with.
Yep, just get used to it.
Get used to the weight and the rhythm.
Yep. We got 7 days of this, Ernie.
I know. It's the 8th day I'm worried about.
Well, the Brumby is a very resilient horse. It's been here for 180 years. It's a very rugged and severe environment in the Australian Alps. Snowy Mountains is very, very severe. It's an incredible animal. Survives and thrives here through bushfire. You know, you could wipe out half the Brumbies in the national park through just one bushfire like we had in 2003. But they do survive and they continue to be part of the landscape. But they're also part of our heritage, our history, and also our poetry. Banjo Patterson, the man from Snowy River, all about the Brumby. So, we're up here at our high acres, Ernie, and we're approximately 1,350 metres. You can see Mount Perisher up over there. You see that big peak there with the snow all over it? That's Perisher.
What's that white stuff?
It's called snow, mate. It's called snow. I mean, where you come from, you wouldn't know about this.
No.
You're from, you know, the
French.
desert country.
Yeah.
Now, we got some wild Brumbies here. They're curious, and so they're hanging out a little bit. But, you know, and then we've got you see the white one over there?
Yeah.
That's Max. He's an alpha stallion. When you're on your horse, don't get anywhere near him, okay?
Right.
You could be in severe danger, okay? Now, this cottage, we call it Power's Hut, and this was his homestead. He ran a whole lot of cattle up here. I've been reliably informed they used to get 6 guys, 300 head of cattle, and they get on horseback and they drive them all the way down to the Jacobs River, Snowy River, Pinch, go up what we call the 9 Mile, up the Pinch to the Injagubbi Hut, and then up and over Black Mountain, and then they spend a couple of weeks fattening them up in the rich lime country over the top of Black Mountain, and then drive them down to Bairnsdale to market. There goes Max, see what I'm talking about? Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
Watch out, watch out. See, that's another alpha stallion there, and that's who Max went after.
He's taking his girls away over there.
Yeah, he's gone through the woods. Let him go.
He's gone close to Max, but this other one's trying to get there. He's chased. There's a fight here, you watch now.
Wow, 2 young testosterone-charged males fighting for dominance over the mob. That's not something you see every day. I'm in awe to hear the power of their hooves as they gallop past. Whilst the debate continues about the environment and the impact wild Brumbies are having, these Brumbies I see around me are only doing what they're meant to do, and that is to survive.
They don't know what a saddle is yet. what do you reckon about today? I mean, I had fun.
Yeah, no, it's been a terrific
Standard
day.
for you.
No, not standard at all. Just a bundle of laughs. We've been laughing all day.
Oh, no, it's sad, isn't it?
It is, it is. But
We
we've
sort of wonder what the
we've
poor-
wrapped it up. But we've covered a lot of ground, you know. We've not only covered a lot of physical ground,
Yeah.
we've come from 900 metres to 1,400 metres altitude. We've got brumbies all around us. We saw 2 stallions having a barney. Okay, we went for a pretty long horse ride there. Well, you were at one with Dingo, totally integrated
Yeah,
with
it's a dingo thing, yeah.
Yeah. So when you see a man start out at the beginning of the day and he's a bit rusty, and then at the end of the day he's just totally at one with his horse, that was you.
Oh, thank you.
That was you.
Mate, you're full of compliments.
Well, this is a high country. We're friendly people.
Yeah? No, first of all, I want to thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
my
this
pleasure, Ernie.
opportunity.
And
to-
it's good having you out here.
Yeah, I know. I really loved it out here.
Yeah.
Well, we better go down the bottom. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's make a move, because I'll tell you what, as you said, the great big heater of Mother Goddess has just about gone out. And as I said, she's going to go down about 10 degrees within 20 minutes here in a minute. That's
You're
what
joking.
happens. Yep. She'll be up here tonight. She'll be -2. Will be.
Mate, I love you. Love
think
the
we get
country,
out of
but
here.
I think we better go. Oh.
As my time in Jindabyne draws to a close, what strikes me about everybody I've met are their similarities. From Anthony and his young family who value the quality of life as one of the greatest gifts you can pass on to your children, to Steve, who becomes alive when his mind is able to run free to create magical things from discarded materials, to Justin and Delia, two down-to-earth people who have made a commitment and are following through on it. All of my new friends have found a place away from the busy cities, and a place that with the 4 seasons is ever changing. And finally, a place each can simply call home.